Yeah, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Factorio Space Age. In between episodes, I went and booped these little aliens over here. Also left a little serpentine trail, apparently, of what are they called? Electric poles for some radar over here. So I'll put a couple of little radars so we can keep an eye on things. But yeah, cleared that out, confirmed it's a peninsula, so we don't have to worry about any biters overall on this side. Interesting to see if this was another peninsula. I suspect this is just a lake. Weird, because it looks like a manufactured wall over there, but as far as I know, this game doesn't have runes. This biter base, and maybe this one, is going to get tickled soon. I may have to take care of that before I do the next thing I want to do, which is build up our science area. So we might have to take a hike. I've got plenty of ammo. I've got 30 active turrets, lots of repair modules left to go as well. I've got a little bit of ammo on myself, although still mostly just doing the turret crawl game, which is pretty functional. Although maybe I should get myself a car for these trips. This thing is mostly done. I've got a lot of the science in my inventory right now. A couple more mines, 3 more mines, in fact, that could be ripped out, but let's not worry about that right now. We're just going to hike out to this little red spot, that little red spot, make sure they both get cleared out. And then, yeah, we're going to develop a big science area, which actually might be aided by having lots of grenades. I don't have the coal on the bus yet, which is too bad, because that's not what I'm looking for. Is this here? Because that could be used to establish a little bit of grenade production, which again we're gonna need for the science anyway, but I also want to have a grenade production not on the science line necessarily, just to pick up for myself. Okay, that's clear. Then again, I'll leave a little quad group over here, sort of direction agnostic, fully powered with that in case something tries to reset this up. I think what they do is they assemble a small squad, then walk over to one of the designated nest spots, and then establish a new nest, which then grows over time. If I recall correctly, and of course, those mechanics may have changed multiple times since last time we played. All these do seem like fairly fresh nests. We'll take a little bit of damage around. There we go. Firing, but that's okay. And then again, a little tiny block, and then that over there. Okay, now we got another base over here, but they're far enough away that it shouldn't be too much of a problem. We're going to be doing some manufacturing here for the science, and that does do some pollution, but I think the vast majority of it is like the mining and the smelting operations. I actually don't know how pollution is calculated per building in this game. I don't think it's listed. I don't think, well, 4 per minute, 2 per minute. Oh, manufacturing does use a lot. Although, and if we compare the drills, 10 per minute. Yeah, okay. So the drills are the really big ones. The smelting, I think, impacts a lot just because you do a lot of smelting to get it done. I think that's a big part of it. Okay. Yeah, we are going to have to clear some space, and we are going to want some coal, ultimately, to the science area so that we can make the military science. But let's get some coal on one of these lines. So, it's possible I only need one, or, maybe 2 of the steel lines. Maybe we keep the whole block anyway. I don't know. Just to be safe. So this is going to be some other sort of miscellaneous group, and we're going to run one line of coal over here. Might have made sense over there, but I mean, this is fine. Wherever it gets made, it's fine. We'll do this. So we'll keep sort of backing out here. And, oops, can't reach. Let's try this again. All right, so that's going to be a coal line, which might just thread its way through here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this area is not currently being used by anything. It's a little bit tight, but we can always do a little bit more underground lining just to enable this spaghetti a little bit more. So yeah, we'll just go and jump over this like this, do this, and that. We're just going to throw some coal on here, and I don't think it needs a ton. Sure, we'll just feed it off this for now. This might not be enough later. I don't know. But right now, yeah, this is all way more coal than we need. If I'm worried about it, what I can do is upgrade this stuff. Now, there's the plan for upgrade tool. Like, that's just plans. If there's a way to upgrade things instantly from my inventory without bots, I don't know what it is. I'm not sure that there is. I think it's just the plan and then the bots. Thinking of like Dyson Sphere program, because that does have like the instant upgrade thing from your own personal inventory. Well, it's because Dyson Sphere program, you're making things out of bots all the time. Anyway, so we'll do that. That'll keep this fully supplied. This should be appearing over here, unless I made some of these undergrounds the wrong way around. Oh, there it is. Good. Excellent. Okay. And yeah, so we'll drag this an arbitrary length, because I think we want it for a couple of things later on. But for our science production, I think we can just do this. I don't know how much raw input we actually need for the science. But we can scale it up. But this little gap over here, I think, is a decent place for us to go and run some things to the east. Although, I guess we want the green circuits, unless we make them in place. No, I think we do that. Do I run it up here? It's not like we're going to expand our bus area here anyway. And maybe what I should do is leave this. You know, this is not going to be connected to science, but this might be a great place for me to throw in some grenade production, which is just iron and coal. I mean, a fair amount of both. This is iron over here. If I just go and peel off some coal and run it over here somewhere. I guess I'll just plan on running it through this area. There we go. Yeah. Be ready to jump over that spot for later. And you're going to go in there. Okay. So we're going to get some coal showing up over here. Now, it's not quite the right size. We'll have to do this and then, yeah. We'll split. We're going to go and run you thusly. And then over here. And then get you there. Drop a box. We don't need massive amounts. And yeah, the production rates here are slopes. You're going to yoink that. That, and that, and that, and do this. Use the... Oh, I don't have a medium one, nor the means to build it. Okay, that's fine. Then we'll just use an overkill of these. That's okay. All right, so grenade, go into the box. Like a couple of stacks is gonna be lots. I think they stacked to 100 actually. Maybe one stack is plenty, but you know what? Sometimes when we go and want to destroy the forest, we want to do a lot of it. So yeah, this does produce very slowly, and that's going to have to just be okay. All right, we got this. Do I need... Well, I might want to pick up a little bit of yellow ammo. Not too much. Enough so we can load some of these, but I need some room to work. All right. I've got a lot of what I need on me. I can go and let's rip out this old science production area. Come back, pick up a few grenades. Very few grenades, in fact, but... Back this way. Oh! The inserters left the science on the ground. That's not great. Let's scoop that up. I might still want that radar operating here. I don't know if there's an area that really needs coverage. No, it's pretty redundant with something else. Grab that. Yes, there's already... Oh yeah, there's this radar over here. All right. This giant forest, I think we have to clear out. So I still think we might just run stuff there. Although I guess the green circuits, yeah, I guess I was talking about maybe running it over on this side of things. Well, let's make some room regardless. Boom, 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 boom. Flamethrowers be damned. This is still the most fun way, in my opinion, to clear out the forest stuff. Okay, so I guess first thing we should do is figure out where exactly we're going to put our science labs. And then where we're going to put our production centers. I think, since we might be running things over here, I think the science labs should be tucked in sort of south over here. Let's get some more grenades if more are done. I mean, I could be crafting a few by hand just to speed things up as well. I just grab some iron. And I have some coal, but we need quite a lot of it. In fact, we need more coal than anything else. But pick up those and then craft a few more, and that's going to be okay. And then, right, science labs. How many do I have? I currently have 14. I think I'm going to want, let's say, 25. So I'll do that. That's 15. And then, oh, not shift click, right click. 1, 2. There we go. So that's going to bring us up to 15 total science labs. And I think that's going to be a nice block. Blam. Oop. Blam, blam. Blam, blam. Be great to get like a circle showing you the radius. Alright, one's not going to do anything for us, although we are crafting some more, but yeah, I'll just chop these by hand. And when we blow things up, we don't get the wood, but it's not like we need the wood right now. And blam. Good. Okay. Clear this by hand, and then science lab, which I guess is still in the queue. Let me cancel the grenades, get the science labs, and then put the grenades afterwards. So we want to leave some room to the side because we might side feed in some. Is there? That's not a gap, is there? Oh yeah, there was. We are. And then start to just fill this in. I think the yellow inserters are going to be plenty, but on the outside, well, I don't have much in the way of blue inserters, although I do have the means to produce some, so let's do that. Like the initial grab, having it be fast makes a certain amount of sense. You know what? I know normally I sort of lump them together for a little bit of power pole sharing, but it's not really going to apply here regardless. So, okay. So the idea is we'll be running some science onto here, and then later on, what we'll probably end up doing is run a couple of different types of science down here as well. Did I leave a furnace on the ground? Oh, okay. And yeah, we should probably plan for another because they'll probably need some red line pickups or something like that too. Because it'll support up to 8 different types of science if we're doing half and half. And I can't remember how many total sciences there are, and they may have changed, right, with all the space stuff. But I think there maybe 6 before. But anyway, we'll reserve some room for maybe up to 8. Oh, you're still making these little blue inserters. There we go, and that and that. And then the rest will just get passed down with yellow. The speed doesn't need to exist quite as much. I guess I did build all these, so we can finish this as well. There, 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 there. Hump, 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 hump. And yeah, the vertical gap, because we're going to want to be able to feed things vertically later on. But we don't need that right now. And then we'll just, yeah. This. And just link you up. Might get a couple of lines here, so we've got some redundancy if something breaks. I do have the material required, not on me, but the material required to make the long-range analyzers, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. Okay, so what we're doing is just dump these guys, and I guess I'll do half stack so it splits a little bit better. But yeah, they'll share a little bit with each other, but then there's no green down below, but that's okay. That's fine. Okay. So that's good. So let's start making science. I think I'll make the red one closer because it just needs some very basic resources that we can pull out of this area very quickly and easily. Boom, 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 boom. And yeah, I'm not as worried about leaving strays, although that's an annoying amount over here. So much as getting kind of maximum value for our grenades right now. But next time I go up top, there should be a bunch of grenades waiting for us. Material for grenades isn't too bad. It does need a fair amount of coal, I gotta say. All right, so let's assume... Let's target 2 science per second, maybe more. So 1 science per second, we need 5 of these red things. I think I often target about 2 as a start. So we're going to want 5 things producing red science. Or sorry, 10 things producing red science. Silly me. Let's just do a line. That's going to be the easiest way of doing it. All right. And then, yeah, you're going to output to maybe in this direction. I could have done it a little tighter, but that's okay. And then go here. And then the idea is, I think you're going to meet a green science production coming this way and feeding into here. So the red will be on one side. So I'm going to tell you that you're the red production. You're going to get all this. And you don't produce very quickly. So this is going to be plenty. Okay, so then on the flip side, oops, I don't think you consume that quickly either, because you don't actually, yeah, you just need 1 of each of these. So you really don't need much on the input side either. So this is going to be plenty. And we can just do a combo where we get some copper on one side, gears on the other. And we'll kind of route it down here. I could just yoink off of this, or I could pull it off of the bus here. And maybe I should do that because this might get replaced with like more massive amounts of delivery. Or I just take iron plates and make them in place is also a possibility. So we just need, wait, do we just need 2 gear per second to feed this? Because it's 1 gear every 5. Wait, that's not right. Yeah, 1. Every 5 seconds, every second we're producing 2 cycles. Yeah. Every 2 seconds we're producing, every second we're producing 2 cycles of science. So what we need is, we need 2 iron, which is nothing. So whether we do it in place or rip this off of here, we really don't need much. I think we'll do this. I don't know if this is how it's going to be forever and ever. Especially if this moves. Although, if this stays here, here's the thing. This might stay here, and if we do run low on gears later down the bus, we just might build another source of gear production. Oh, I do not have... I mean, I could be using the reds. It would be overkill for this, though. Just grab some yellows. And let's get the gears in here. I guess I can do this and then rotate. Can you not do that? There it is, rotate. Okay, I can't do it. Oh, right, while I'm holding it, because it's rotating the one in my hand. That makes sense. All right, gears go there. Then we need a similar setup for copper plates. And I'll just run it adjacent here. And there. And then the copper plates. Again, we need very few. So I'm not going to worry about grabbing from the main bus in sort of a proper way. I'm just going to grab from right here. That and that and that. Because this is fine. It's going to be enough. It doesn't really interrupt. Because we really don't need very much for this whole setup. Okay, so I guess we're going to find out if we've made a mistake. And notice I say we there, because I totally am going to, you know, include you in our mutual success and failure. Boom, boom. All right. So yeah, that's going to go through. All right. Red science, 2 per second is a go. So this might get scaled later just to increase the production speed, but because I suspect this might start to dry out, but we'll see. All right. Green science. Let's go and get some grenades. That's a good idea. Thanks, Quill. I'm happy you appreciate that. That's great. We got to talk ourselves up from time to time. Let's pick up some more of just these yellow transport belts. That's fine. What am I looking for? Grenades! Oh, I have a good memory, but it's short. Now, this is all going to get cleared. Yeah, I guess starting now is fine. More. I'm getting fewer trees with these grenades, but I get a little bit more sloppy when I've got a lot of them. Let's not damage the... Oh, look at that. Perfectly read that range. Nice. In fact, let's go and boop you guys. All right, these maybe I'll clear myself. Oh, there were 3. There was mostly 1, and then I saw the fallen one. All right. So for the green, I believe it's 6 seconds per cycle. So we need 12 of these assembling machines. Oh, and green, do you need 3 inputs? No, just 2. Okay. That's 6. So if I go and do this to 39, that should be 12. And it goes too longer than that, so that makes perfect sense. All right. And yeah, I'll make things in place. So again, with this, we're doing 2 cycles per second. So we need 2 inserters and 2 transport belts per second. And so the question becomes, how long does it take to build a transport belt? And I think, yep, you get 1 transport belt. Actually, my bad. We get 4 transport belts per second because it's 2 every time, and it only takes a half second to go. So this could actually run 4 seconds, 4 per second. You need this and that, and then for the, we can do a little bit of a shared thing. Actually, this amount of space is correct, because there's a bit of an overlap here. Yeah, the iron plates and gears can be in the middle. And how quickly do you build? Yeah, so you get 1 every half second, so 2 per second. So we're doubling up on what we need for this, and we're doing exactly what this needs. If we wanted to double our production speed of green, we would simply put down another inserter, and that would be okay. You do need green circuits, though. So down here, we're going to do gears and iron plates. Now, because we actually really don't need that much throughput, I will probably, and by probably, I mean I'm totally going to just yoink the gears from over here. And it would be very easy to tie in another source for this later on if we decide that we need more, but I can't imagine us actually needing more gears than this. The other thing I can do for... Man, some of these lines really do get polluted. For the iron plates is I could just do this. Theoretically, I think if we were having maximum demand on the gears, that will starve out this. But a lot of the times the gears aren't at full demand, so there should be some overflow. And there definitely will be if I just turn this into red. And maybe I should just do that. Let's do all this to shunt this over. And yeah, just to make sure. And actually, you can turn into yellow at that. After this, it's fine. But this is just to make sure that there's more throughput of iron plates than could possibly consume with this, even if we had a complete shortage of gears. And that's heading over here. Okay. Oh, right. And then we need the green circuits, which... Yeah, I guess we're running this to the outside, which is fine. That'll be... I guess I'll just do the circuits there. Now, I can just have the circuits come in here, but then that doesn't scale if this ends up building... If I end up building more later on. Although, really kind of who cares about scaling, but at the same time, what's the harm in us doing one of these. It all comes out the same. No, you're going to dump that way. You're going to pick up from here. You're going to pick up from here. You're going to dump that way. Yes, correct. Okay. So let's get some green circuits, which this will have to take a slightly longer hike. Because the green circuit only kind of enters things over here. So what I'm going to do is bring this out some amount over here so we can expand this production, although this is a little awkward. I guess this is going to get in the way of the blue, but we need to move the grenades when we get to the blue tech, the blue conveyor belts anyway. And that's pretty far away because that needs like all the fluid processing. Right? Because I think it needs the light oil lubrication thing. There. Okay. Get you in here. Get us some power. Did I leave enough space here to make things work? Yes and no. You know what? I have an idea. Now it's too close, but I guess that's okay. Do this and this. I can't remember what side you'll load on if we do it this way. Tell you what, to be safe, we'll do this, because then you will load on the far side. Although this will also load on the far side, so we're gonna have to do a little flippy-do regardless. You do this, that. Do this. Sure, there was a slicker way to do this, but there you go. So you will load on the far side. The near side will be loaded with the inserters. And so this will have both. And then you're going to dump onto this, which then going to do something kind of similar. Come down like that. So the green will be on the upper side over here. Great. Okay. Let's get this block. Well, I guess this block is set up. It's just waiting for the power to come in, which it now has. Oh, okay. We are not feeding you at maximum rate. There we go. Actually, we might need more grabs. Oh, you know, oh yeah, you're dumping there. Although, yeah, and we could use blues to empty, but we can just use the yellows. I don't think we need, I think two's fine. You know what? Screw it. Let's do this. You know what? Extra screw it. We don't need this extension right now. We can expand it later. Yeah, no, I think one's fine, eh? Yeah, okay. That's groovy. You guys are running there. No, nothing's being choked. Oh, yeah, here we do need to empty that at maximum rate. In fact, this won't empty it completely because it's actually making 4 per second. But that's okay. It'll empty it quick enough for this. And then these cycles are quite slow. So we can just definitely use yellows to save material and power. Those blue ones are a lot more, a lot more power hungry to run as well. I could have yanked some inserters off of this just to make things work. I still don't have our inserter kind of mall set up. I really need to get that going. All my inserters are still being handmade right now, as you can see. Okay, green science is now operational. Of course, we're still not waiting for green science. We need military science next, but we did want this set up. And if we leave a little bit of gap, just in case we want to extend this, we can tuck in a little bit of production here to have a little bit of overlap. So, I guess first question is, how quickly do you make these science? 10-second crafting time. Now, oh wait, we get 2 per. Okay. So 10 of these will equal 2 per second. Not everything needs military science packs, so we can probably afford to make this slower, especially if we had a buffer or something. But just for the sake of continuity, maybe we'll make it 10 per second anyway. And you need 3 inputs. You don't need them very quickly. But yeah, if I go, let's assume right there, that's going to be our military science output, leaving room for things. Yeah, something like this. There we go, that's 10, which actually means I can trim this back to here. And so military science, chukka, 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 chukka. And as soon as I think we extract 1 piece of crude oil. Oh, something didn't work out. As soon as we extract 1 piece of crude oil, it will unlock oil processing. So as soon as we build a pump jack somewhere, then we're going to be in okay shape. Now, let's assume here, there's going to be some other science that feeds in there to share this. Okay, hold on. We will damage our path a little bit. Place a few charges of a repair kit. And yeah, I'll have you come in here. Oh, I'm out of yellows. Well, I'll just use a few reds. Boom, like that. And right, I guess we need also the red grabbers. Oh, yeah, you get the power cable there. So, and extend you out over there. Okay. You guys need power, but you also need your stuff on the other side. So, there's going to be, oh yeah, can I pick up some yellows? Also, handcraft more inserters. Save myself a little bit of effort if I just pick up some green things, and then almost certainly, well, it's probably some gears, but I think we do also need some raw metal plates. There you go. Make me a bunch of those. Cancel that much. Do a little bit of that. Okay. Sure, may as well pick up more grenades while we're here. Ooh, that's very satisfying. And then a bunch of yellow transport belts, which is still all we need over here. Okay. We'll figure out the raw input soonish. So, yeah, we need a double run over here for stuff. Armor-piercing rounds, grenades, and walls. Stones on the wall. Okay, I mean, we can look at the raw resources here. Although I don't know if anything uses the plates. Oh, the grenades use the iron plates directly. I don't know if anything uses the copper directly. Oh, you do. Okay, so we actually want all of these raw inputs in here. Stone, coal. Maybe we'll start figuring out the grenade. The walls. Okay, only the grenade, I think, needs the iron plates and the coal. So let's go and plan some grenade production over here. I'll leave an extra gap. Dump the grenades on there. Do this. So, oh, here's a question. This... Okay, we've got 10 of these. So we're running 1 cycle of this per second, which is giving us 2 packs per second, but it's 1 cycle per second. So we need 1 grenade per second being produced. A grenade takes 8 seconds to produce, so we need 8 of these. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. All these, and you'll drop to there. And then I'll make you do an immediate corner. Here. And that. I mean, I guess, no, we're not going to do this. Okay, we'll do that. So that'll put grenades on one side of this. Good. So that. Do that, do that. All right. And on the input side, you do need a lot of coal. You're going to have to swing more than once per second. We might want a dedicated coal line for this. And the iron plates is less than 1 per second. You know what? I think what's going to happen is you're going to grab it with fast inserters, and we are very explicitly going to use the fast transport belts for this. I'm not kind of doing the math in my head. It needs 10 coal per second. Oh, no. Really? So for this entire production line needs 10 coal per second. And one side of a yellow can do 24 per second. So no, we're totally fine with just this. All right. Overly paranoid. I don't actually need to clear all these trees. In fact, I only think I had to clear that one that was right over there, but who doesn't love getting rid of trees? Line things like that. And I might just grab some coal off of this little line over here. Because ultimately we don't need that much, as it turns out. I guess I want the coal just on one side of this. Go. And I guess I have this whole setup where we're leaching a little bit of iron off. If I just do this, this will be fine. Okay. Oh, missed a spot. There you go. So I believe that this is now going to be producing 1 grenade per second. I must have tons of wood, and I do. Got to make some wires. That's fine. I'm not belting wires because it is a low density thing. Not that many things need wires. So yeah, it start for a second here because they're loading up for 2, and this got that, but this got a long production cycle. So everything should reach here. Yeah, seems to be okay. All right, yeah, that'll stabilize. That's going to be groovy. I mean, I guess I can start and get these down and get these powered. Because why not? And then we'll put the reds on the outside. And then if I'm using these, it is going to be super high density, but that's okay. Say it's going to use pairs like that, but that's fine. Okay, so you're starting to pick up the grenades, but you're not actually going to be producing the goods, which makes sense. So we need to get a couple more things in here. And you think I could remember it? No. Piercing rounds. I guess we'll do that next. So let's leave a little gap. So leave a 2 gap. This is where we're going to output the piercing rounds. And we'll put you somewhere over here. So these need they need 3. Right, because we need to make the firearm magazines. Oh, that's right. I'd said the only thing that needs iron is the grenades, but that's not actually true because we need to make regular bullets. Now, we know there's more throughput of iron on this than we need for the grenades. So we can have the firearm magazines, the regular firearm magazines coming over here. And then these will produce more than we need because we've got that ratio, but how much do we need? So, I mean, we're going to assume we're going to dump onto this. And then on the other side, we're going to have some amount that's grabbing this stuff. Probably starting at the other end because of the... So we need more of these, right? Hold on. No, that's not true. We need very few of these because this produces 1 magazine per second. You do grab a lot of iron plates. Okay. We need 1 of these piercing rounds per second, yes? Yes, we need 1 piercing round per second. It produces in 3 seconds, so we need 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Now, so we need 1 cycle being produced per second, which means we need 1 firearm magazine per second. So we're building 3. This produces 1 per second, so this is literally the entire ratio. Okay, that is surprisingly easy. You do need to grab, actually, very fast. You need to grab 4 per second. Okay. I guess, yeah, grab and then a second one for the place. I'm sure there's a better way to organize that, but this is going to work. And you don't actually need to grab 3 seconds, copper. Right. No, I guess I do want to grab this fairly quickly. It doesn't have to be at warp speed. Will this reach all of them? It will not. All right. Oh, that still doesn't get reached. Okay, well, hold on. There. Okay. So, over on this, we need to bring 2 different goodies. We need steel and we need copper. Which I think I will just yoink both from here. Where does the steel... Yeah, the steel shows up. No, that's perfect. Great. Steel comes off on the opposite side and then has to do a little bit of a loopy-loop. So... Wait, those are bricks. That's not steel. Steel's over here. There. This... Okay, and then the copper. I think I'll pull it off just above here. Although, ooh, is that gonna... It's fine. We all like spaghetti. The Factorio player's favorite dish. Am I out of yellow undergrounds? I am out of yellow undergrounds. Boink. Probably gonna need more yellows in general pretty soon. Okay. I guess actually these could be merged now. Yeah. That's fine. Okay. So the idea is to bring it over here. Trying to keep the pattern kind of samey. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't quite reach, so just do one of those. It's going to be fine. I mean, you can move things too, but it's okay. So yes, jog down, and then across. Oop. That tree. Do this. Clear enough so I can actually see what I'm doing here. There we go. Do that, and then we can get rid of these little bits. All right, so you're coming in here. So you are going to make the piercing magazines. And yeah, you need that for the copper, and then you'll dump it over here. So we're going to run this one here, down, over, and there. Okay, so now you're just missing walls, which are made from just stone. Just stone bricks. Okay, so how many walls do we need? 2 walls. Okay, so we need 2 walls per second. We need to get 2 walls per second over here. So that's going to be pretty basic. In fact, I'm thinking... So again, we might add a second grenade. Or we might double this up, right? We might go with a second magazine producer and then 3 more. But we can go and do, say, here and get a wall producer. Although I need to keep this up by 1 step over here. So then if we get stone here, I can output the walls over there. I guess vice versa. Yeah, let's do it this way. So you are making walls. And you actually do need to grab quite quickly. Because you want to grab... You want to grab 10 stone per second. Wait, what? I'm reading that right? 5 stone per cycle. Half second, so it's 10 stone per second. So we need to do something like... Does these grab 2 per second each? So that's 12, so we overkill it. Which is fine. And then dump is easy. Actually, how many... Yeah, you just make 1 wall segment per cycle. Wow. Okay. So, we need to bring some stone over here. I think that can go there. Perfect. Good. That. Like that. And I think what's going to happen is I'm going to run things over here. This needs to be just a tiny scooch lower. Boom, boom. There's my stone. Do I need it there? I do need it there. So actually, this, like that, like that, and then one of those. Okay. Stone's coming down through here. The throughput on this is going to be fine for this. It wouldn't surprise me if we're going to need more stone lines later on for some stuff. But there we go. Get that down here, and I suppose just to... might have picked up a little bit of stone, so we'll shove that in there to get this process started. And then from here... yeah, I guess just jump over this line. Come down here. We'll leave the gap to maybe enable some undergrounds. Then I think from here you can now hug this. And do this. So we should see our very first... there you go. Military science pack is starting. And in 10 seconds, this will eject 2 of them. If I happen to have anything... oh, all those grenades. You know what? I want to keep the grenades on me. I can do that so we have a perfect stack of 100. That's going to be okay. But yeah, may as well dump that in there. I mean, we already had a backlog on grenades, and that's fine. Oh! You know what would also be good? I extended this all the way to the end here so that all of these could be operational. But there we go. Military science is a go. So, stronger explosives. I'm going to do this first because I think this will enable me to have the one-shot kill grenades. So, I mean, the military science wasn't the most critical because right now it's actually not hiding a lot back here. But it is going to be nice to have this, and we do want it set up, and I knew it wouldn't be too difficult. So the next thing we need to do, actually, I should have put down a single pump jack to trigger this, because I think a lot of this is locked behind the oil processing tech. We could have been researching more of this. We can't do anything with it until we're actually collecting and processing oil, because all this is going to need plastic and batteries, but I could have been researching it anyway. But that's fine. So things may not have trickled back here yet because we're waiting for these walls. And yeah, you're grabbing extras over here. But yeah, the walls are going to trickle down and should be okay at some point. What's my timer? 48 minutes. 48 minutes to get, well, 3 different science labs going, and that is not a bad thing. And yeah, we have oil just above us. So, okay, what's involved in building a pump jack? All right, well, build that, and then we can just pick up some more steel and build more of it. Oh, gears. Do that so I don't have to handcraft quite as many. Grab some of those and build. Okay, we need some green circuits. Boom. Do that. Let's cancel the gears. I guess you can do the pipes. Okay, that's more pump jacks than we need for this spot. I guess I could have just specifically built exactly how many I needed. I just don't know what the answer to that is. Oh, did a base? That's a new spawn. It's not a respawn. It's not where we were. Huh. Oh, I'm at the oil spot. So, pump jacks. Now, I don't even think they need a pipe to go into. I think it's possible. Then as soon as they're powered, that will count as extracting. Might have misread it. It's not. It might not be. Mine entity crude oil. I mean, they're activating. Oh yeah, there you go. Researched. Cool. So I still want the stronger explosives because I want a one-shot with my grenades. But yeah, then I can restart this production queue for things that just use the basic science. We'll do those first. I mean, honestly, the projectile damage is also pretty key. Why don't I do that over here too? Because that can save our bacon. Shooting speed, maybe I'll do that as well. It's less, I mean, it's more DPS, but it uses, you know, it's not any more ammo efficient. But I guess I should do this. I mean, we can research through all these, but I can't do anything with them yet. What we need to do is bootstrap. This is always one of the trickier bits, because the first level of oil processing is pretty bad. The real goal is to get to the second tier of oil processing. How many more of these oil patches do I have? I guess I can't tell clearly. So I do that. Okay, so I just need one more pump jack to fully cover this area. And actually, I'm going to need to build some more underground pipes, because we're going to want these pretty heavily for routing, and then a few basic pipes too. That's going to be okay. All right, pump jack is done. So yeah, the idea is going to be this. And then we'll tie these together. And maybe this is a good place for an oil processing area that will get trained in later on. We're clearly already thinking about having some rail over here. So this could be a good place to process the oil. At first, it can use the oil directly from this. It's interesting. These are counting as two sort of disconnected patches. Huh. It's not giving us a total together, but that's okay. So, all right, I'll put the cut in here. I definitely have to stop recording for the day. I'm going to go and boop this little alien nest, which is probably respawning from this one. Oh, it just embiggened. Or, hold on, I don't have a radar there, so I wasn't getting real-time coverage. Hang on, I got to kill some trees here. No, kill trees. Boom, boom. Didn't even hurt myself, it's fine. The grenades aren't going to kill me. That wave. Get a little closer. Just half kicks. Didn't grab enough ammo with me. Oh, and some of these, actually, let's save you by picking you up. This. Do that. Done, done, done. And yeah, what I'll do again is I'll leave a little quad set over here with absolutely maxed out ammo just to prevent any chance of a respawn right there. How's the pollution map looking? Yeah. So barring, you know, people respawning bases, we're in a good stable location now. And I love how when you zoom out, this really kind of looks like a CPU chip layout. You know, if you've ever seen those sorts of things. Clearly I need a radar over by this mining operation so I can see it, and I probably want one in the area with the oil anyway, and actually just plopping one over there will cover both cases. And yeah, we've got these little turrets over here which still have plenty of ammo. I might be wrong about how these things respawn, but I'm pretty sure that's it. They accumulate a little group that occasionally walks to an area that has already been, that walks to an area for a base, and I think they've got fixed sort of spawn locations. So there we go. Do that, that'll give us good coverage over this area. And yeah, we'll figure something out with these pumps afterwards. The oil processing should be pinned in. Oil refinery, chemical plant. And then, oh yeah, it's showing us the products over there. But yeah, we'll handcraft the first little set of these and then figure out where we're going after that. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time.